Hi guys, well, time for a little bit of controversy. I wasn't too sure if I should make this video or not. I was contemplating it and I was thinking, should I do it? A lot of people have talked about this as well, and I know a lot of people are very unhappy about the fact that Mr. Ben Affleck is going to be Bruce Wayne Batman. Even my friends on Facebook, I'm seeing, the comments being made there. Dean Knight, massive Batman fan, he's not happy. Miss Queen V, she's not happy. But it wasn't my first choice, I have to admit. Ben Affleck never came to mind when I was thinking of who should be playing Batman. But I've had time to think about it, and I actually think he's going to be a good Batman. And I've been wondering, should I make a video about this? Probably going to get a few people, ruffle a few feathers maybe, but yeah, I'm going to basically state the 10 reasons why Ben Affleck is going to be a good Batman. And please don't hate me too much, guys, alright? It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion, and if you've got your opinions on why you think he's going to be a terrible Batman, please put them below. I'm happy to, agree and disagree and still be friends. So here you go, here's my top 10 reasons why Ben Affleck is going to be a good Batman. He looks like Bruce Wayne. Now some of you are saying, no he doesn't, he looks like Ben Affleck. I know that Angry Joe did a video. He said he's going to just be looking at him and thinking, he's Ben Affleck, I can't see Bruce Wayne at all. To be honest with you, when I get immersed into a film, I don't just see Ben Affleck. When I seen him in films, that goes away. I'll give you another example. If you go on the games Arkham City and Arkham Asylum and you look at the Bruce Wayne on those games, he actually kind of looks like Ben Affleck. He's got like the Ben Affleck hairstyle. He's built like Ben Affleck. He's got like the square sort of jawline like Ben Affleck. And I've seen some mock-ups with Ben Affleck with the cowl on, and it looks pretty good. It actually looks like the Arkham City Batman. So yeah, I'm going to say that he does kind of look like Bruce Wayne to me anyway. He's the biggest actor to play Batman. Now let's look at the other Batman. Really? I mean, did they ever say to you, wow, they're definitely Batman before they were announced? Michael Keaton, I'm 42 this year, and the fact is, I'm old enough to remember when Michael Keaton was first announced as Batman, and everyone was like, you've got to be kidding me, that guy can't be Batman, he's like 5'8", and he's skinny, and he's a comedian. And yet now, with hindsight being 2020, he's like one of the best Batman that ever existed on screen. And it's same with Bale. He's not particularly a big guy. I mean, 6 foot maximum, maybe on a good day. 5'11". I mean, you've only got to see him standing next to Liam Neeson, Michael Caine, and Morgan Freeman to see he's not very tall. They're all like pretty much taller than him, so he's not a big actor as well. George Clooney's not very tall. When he was going to Stacey Keebler, she was always taller than him with the heels on. Probably Val Kilmer, from recent memory, is the tallest Batman that's been in the role, that memory serves. Ben Affleck is 6'3", and when he gets in shape, he's going to be like a big guy. He's going to pretty much look great in the suit, I think. He's definitely going to look as good as Batman in the suit as the previous actors have. So, number 3, he's a good actor. Now, I know a lot of people saying, but he was in Jiggly. Yes, that was shit. He was in Jersey Girl. Yes, that was shit. But that's not his fault. The fact is that they were badly written films, badly directed films, So, and I know that, well, I'll bring up the other film at a later date. But yeah, he's been in bad films. But the guy was you look at the recent films. Now, I know that some people have their issues with Argo, but it doesn't, I know it bends the truth a little bit, but it's still an exciting film to watch. I really enjoyed it. He was great in it, acting wise. State of Play, he was great in that film. And for me, The Town is one of the best bank heist films I've seen since Heat. The Town is a fantastic film, and Ben Affleck is great in it, and he totally blends into that role. And you don't sit there going, "Oh, all I can see is Ben Affleck in The Town." He is fantastic in that film, and The Town is a great movie, and I can't recommend it enough. If you haven't seen The Town, if you hate Ben Affleck, I don't think you've probably seen The Town. You need to go and put The Town in the Blu-ray machine now and watch that film, because it's absolutely awesome. Okay, 4. He's a great director. Now, what does this have to do with anything? Well, for me, Zack Snyder, he's great at action. There's no doubt about that. He's directed some good movies, but he kind of sort of goes off out of control a little bit. I mean, it was a little bit evident in Man of Steel. You know, with the action scenes, they just seem to, you know, be a little bit over the top in certain places. I loved the movie, but he did seem a little bit out of control in that film. And now he's going to have Batman and Superman in. You know, he's going to. I'd like to see him rein it in a tiny bit so we can see a bit more character development. And he is good at that too. He proved that. There was some really great moments in Man of Steel where you saw some character development. So, you know, with Ben Affleck there, Ben Affleck can go, you know, hey, Zach, I would probably film this a little bit different. You know, actors, especially actors who are great directors too, they will give their input in, and it is a team experience, you know, a team building experience, and I think everyone rubs off on each other, and I think it will only be beneficial, no pun intended, for them to have Ben Affleck there as a good director, helping Zack Snyder, you know, probably, you know, put a little bit more character development in the film. So yeah, being a good director is an asset. So there you go. His star power will. This is number 5. His star power will help the box office of this film. As far as I'm concerned, that is going to happen. Now there are fans, Batman fans, Superman fans. We're going to go and see this film regardless. You can say I'm going to boycott it. I'm not going to go and see it. But if you're a Batman fan, if you're a Superman fan, even if you see it's like 2% on Rotten Tomatoes, you're going to go and see the film. I'm going to go and see the film. I have my reservations about what's happening with this whole thing with Batman and Superman. I wasn't over the moon knowing that Batman was even in the film. So, but I'm still going to go. I'm still going to, you know, have an open mind and check it out. But there's a lot of people who are Ben Affleck fans or fans of his other movies, and they're going to say, you know what, I'm going to go and this is a big star in a movie, and whether you like it or not, names bring people in. I'll say now that World War Z would never ever would have had the massive box office that it's had if Brad Pitt wasn't in that film. And I think Ben Affleck, you know, he's two times Oscar winner and a man of the moment, is going to just bring in more people to come and see the film. So be prepared. I think this is going to be, even though 2015 is which is another subject I pretty much need to bring up, which is becoming oversaturated with blockbusters. I think Batman or Superman versus Batman, which I hope it's going to be called, is going to be one of the ones that gets a lot of money come into it. 6. He's a comic book fan, so that makes him one of us, and I'll just leave it at that. Well, I won't. I'll say that he is a comic book fan. He does care about the source material, and you know, he has friends like Kevin Smith, and they're comic book fans, and so his knowledge is only going to be another asset to the movie. So there you go. 7. He signed on to do sequels. From what I know, not all actors will agree to do that, but Ben Affleck has said, yes, I'll do this film, and I'll be Batman in future movies. And I like continuity. I think as great as Mark Ruffalo is, it's kind of a shame that Edward Norton didn't continue on, just to keep the continuity of the Marvel universe there. And once we get used to the fact that Ben Affleck is Batman, I personally want to see the same actor play the role throughout the other movies. So there is a continuity there, which, you know, I'm happy about. 8. Daredevil was 10 years ago, and actually, if you watch Daredevil, the director's cut, it's actually a good film. Ben Affleck isn't the reason that film isn't very good if you've just seen the theatrical cut. That's Fox. Fox are to blame for that. Look how Fox have done with other Marvel films. Even the X-Men series is a bit of a mess, isn't it? There's the continuity between the X-Men films. It's hard to see where that is. There's contradictions in those films all the way through that series, and there's some good ones, and there's some pretty bad ones in that X-Men series. So, and that's the best. And then you've got Fox examples of the Fantastic Four. Well, they totally have messed up that. So there you go. I blame Fox for Daredevil. I even think the director did a good job, and maybe Colin Farrell chewed up too much scenery as Bullseye. He was a little bit over the top in that film. Fans have been wrong. This is number 9. Fans have been wrong before. You've only got a list here like Heath Ledger, of course, as the Joker. That's been brought up. Michael Keaton. I mean, who in their right mind? Today, I don't even think Michael Keaton would have ever got that role if we had the internet back in 1989. You know, I think there would have been more of an uproar about him being chosen as Batman than there is now for Ben Affleck. Skinny, short comedy actor, no way. And then you got Daniel Craig as Bond. Now, when he was announced, even I was like, Daniel Craig is Bond? No, I don't see that at all. And now, like I look at him as Bond and I think, oh yeah, I'll admit I got that one totally wrong. I totally thought that Daniel Craig, you know, he just didn't look like Bond for me. He was not tall enough, didn't have the dark hair, I always imagined Bond to be like this really tall, dark, suave kind of man, and Daniel Craig is brought his own thing into it. He's made him, and if you look at the actual source material, Daniel Craig is probably the closest to the source material in the books than any of the other Bonds, with the exception, of course, of Sean Connery. And number 10, he was the bomb in Phantoms, yo. And that's about it from me. I'll catch you later.